What is going on, everybody, and welcome to Puckin' Around, presented by the Diamond Vault Discord. Feels like forever since we've been here, all three of us. Tyson, Ray, good to see you guys. How we doing today?
You're
Yo. I need
whoa.
I need to reconnect my headphones. Give me a second. My bad.
Yeah, no worries.
Introduce him again. He's got to give a year.
Yeah, once he gets back in, we'll reset here. There we go. Tyson, how are you doing? How was the trip?
Trip was great, as you can tell. I'm a little burnt, little brown, a little red.
Got the good tan going. Like to see it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
How did you do in round one? Ray, welcome back. Can we get a year?
And he's muted.
He's out of practice.
Yeah.
There we go.
I said it like 5 times, then you said I was muted.
Everybody around is going, what is this guy doing?
I know, dude. It's our first show, sorry.
Yeah, it's we're a little rusty. But bear with us. We'll get it. Adam, good to see you. First period shots are back. We will we'll talk about that a little bit. Before we move on to tonight's games, and we can also look at round 2, some series props, some futures, check in. How did round 1 go for everybody? Any takeaways? We'll start with Spit.
I had a great first round. I think over the last 4 days, we're up like 13 or something units. So we're clearing money. It's going well.
I love it. You doing anything different?
Kind of. Well,
compared to the regular
season. Out today, well, what I've been doing is kind of shortening my volume, but as you'll find out today, that is not the case. But just kind of really picking and choosing the spots. And honestly, the SOG cheat sheet that I've been doing has really been helping. So, yeah.
Glad to hear that. That would be this guy right here.
Live on the site, shopprops.com.
Live on shopprops.com. Ray, we'll go to you in a minute for how round 1 is going and if you've changed anything. For anybody wondering what you are looking at, Spittin is doing his own shots on goal against by position charts. He updates them almost every day, and he calculates it by hand. So if Carter Verhaeghe is listed as a center but is playing left wing on Spittin's sheets, Carter Verhaeghe would be tracked as a left wing. So we're calling these adjusted playoff shots on goal. They are exactly what the players are playing as outlined by dailyfaceoff.com.
Yeah.
As opposed
to Valerian Yachuskin, he'll flip like right wing, left wing. And so I'll track. I won't necessarily track him specifically, as a right winger. I will track how many shots he got when he played on the right wing and then on the left wing.
There you go. So he's doing it as accurate as you can possibly get. And then the difference, if you're wondering what the difference is between that one and the one that you see on the site normally, this one uses whatever a player's listed position is on NHL.com, which is what the majority of stats websites are using. It's not sustainable for me to do that during the regular season, but it is amazing that Spittin is willing to do that during the playoffs. So make sure follow in at Spittin Picklets. He tweets out when it gets updated, and it also gets updated on the site as well. Ray, your turn. How did round 1 go? And you doing anything different than you were in the regular season?
I'm definitely being a lot more picky, for sure. Volume's kind of not the same. I'm rolling out maybe 2 to 4 plays, sometimes even less. I might just rock with 1 play, but I did have a pretty crazy night, probably about a week ago. Went up 14 units in one game. That was the game where Edmonton and the Kings had just a nutty game. But I ran a couple other plays and I hit some monsters, some lottos and just some nice straights as well. But on NHL playoffs, I'm around like 18, 19 units, so pretty happy with that. But yeah, just definitely being more picky for sure.
Yeah,
dude, that night for you, Ray, that was crazy because I looked through it on your parlays and you had like the same leg in all your parlays. I'm like, oh my god, like that's so scary. And then you played, I think you played Kempe and Draisaitl straight and Bouchard straight, and then they were in all 3 of your parlays. So like,
Fiala too, dude. I
yeah, that
went to
was
bed.
crazy.
I went to bed before the game ended. I woke up and I saw
Oh
my money jump up. So I was like, let's fucking go.
As you can tell, Diamond Vault hockey cappers getting it done in the playoffs. Also, shout out to Walla. He's having a strong playoff season as well. So great work by you guys. If you're interested in learning more about the Diamond Vault Discord, we have free and paid sections. More information in the description below if you want to check that out. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe there's also a 7-day free trial available.
Yes,
Almost
I
positive.
believe so.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in checking it out, you have the opportunity to do that. Exciting. Yeah. We've got some games to get into. We want to talk. Do we want to talk about round 1 at all real quick before we talk about plays for today?
Yeah, I think Ray wants to say something.
I mean,
I love it. I was just about to say, let me just get this off my chest real quick.
Go ahead.
Spin was right. He was right.
Yeah, baby.
We'd for the people that are in Diamond Vault, we made a little friendly wager, $50. Canadian currency is smaller, right? Than US?
No, we said American.
No.
Yeah, Spin would have owed you $98 Canadian.
You did not say that. That's not what we shook on. But yeah,
Let me check. Did we?
I don't think so.
That sucks for me.
But I got you, dude. I got you. I'll take care of you. But yeah, we bet $50 on that. Preds let down. Vancouver came through, even with their third goalie in that, which was pretty impressive.
Yep.
That's all I gotta say. I mean,
Ray's
Florida,
team moves on.
Yeah, we
Spitten's
moved on.
team moves on.
Yeah.
My adopted team moves on.
Yeah,
we're looking good.
Yep.
And yeah. Oh, I didn't say for me. Round 1, pretty good. As most of you know, I don't put out a ton of picks. But what I do put out in the Diamond Vault Discord, we hit on a couple of nice ones. Willie Nylander, first goal scorer for Game 7. That was plus 900. And a couple of the same game parlays. We hit a Colorado one and an Edmonton LA Kings one using that 30% boost that Bet365's offering on some of the same game parlays. So I think they have one today. So keep your eyes open. Might put one together for Colorado.
Yeah, if you want shot props picks, he says he's not posting them, but he's always active in the NHL chat, and whenever there's a boost like that, always mentioning them in there. So make sure you're in there.
Yeah, if you're interested in what I'm playing, put a lot of it there. So that's where you can see them. Yeah, so that was round 1. Looking to round 2. You want to look at round 2 as a whole or tonight's games? I'll let you guys decide.
But there's only been a handful of games, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's only 2 so far. I think there's only been 2.
Yeah, my Panthers got stomped yesterday.
Yeah, that was wild.
It is what it is. I think they bounced back though.
Yeah, so how are we going to do this? Because are we going to talk about today and then go into the series picks, or? Yeah,
okay. Let's do today.
What are we doing?
Yeah, let's do just for tonight, and then we'll look at the other series. There's some fun props on DraftKings that I can look at and get some thoughts on, and we'll go from there. So first game up tonight, we've got the Carolina Hurricanes. Can you tell it's been a while? The Carolina Hurricanes taking on the New York Rangers. Rangers are up 1-0 in the series, and Carolina a minus 120 moneyline favorite on the road. They were minus 115 in Game 1, if I remember correctly. Here are some stats that we can look at for the games. We'll start with Spittin', and then we'll go to Ray, and we'll flip for Game 2. Any plays for Carolina at New York?
Well, I've got 2, but I don't know what Ray's on, so I don't want to.
Okay, well, Ray, you can go first.
No, just go, man. I kind of been researching a different sport today, so I'm kind of there's only 2 games, so
baseball.
I'll be researching.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm on Jake Gensel over 2.5 shots. It looked scary in Game 1, but I took that as well, and he cashed. He had 5 on 9 attempts, I believe, because he hadn't hit in any games against the Islanders.
Right.
But his history against the Rangers is absolutely crazy. I believe he's cleared in 13 of his last 14 games, and he averages, I think he only landed on 3 shots in 3 of those 14. So, He's always at 4, as high as 8, anywhere ranging between there. And you're getting the 2.5 at minus 135 odds. I know it's not great when you look at my chart because the Rangers don't allow a lot of shots to left wingers, which is still true. Even in game 1, I think they allowed 6 and Gensel had 5 of them. But I'm just going with the history on this one. Jake Gensel plays right at the front of the net on the power play too. And I think the Rangers took quite a few penalties last game, and that kind of led to his 5 shots on goal. But I'm also going to be taking Carolina Hurricanes to even the series up. It makes no sense. Why are they minus 115 after in game 1, and then they lost? Now they're minus 120. Maybe a little desperation factor. I don't know. But I see this, I see this series going longer. So that's why I think the Canes got to win this game. It's going to go long, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the way they play. It was so uncharacteristic of them to allow, what was it, 2 or 3 power play goals in the first period of.
Yeah, I took the under in this game. Like game one.
Yeah, and what it barely. Oh yeah, it missed.
No, it missed.
4-3. But still, like, I like the way the Canes played. I think they're going to come out way more disciplined. And I think they'll win the special teams battle this time. I didn't know how crazy both teams were special teams wise. Like, I knew the Canes were. I think the Canes had the second best power play on the year and the best penalty kill. And then the Rangers had the third best power play and the third best penalty kill. So whoever wins the special team battles every night is going to win the series.
Yep. There you go. I have a question about Jake Gensel for you, just because I happen to notice he has one of the series specials on DraftKings. And I know you haven't researched this one, so just give me kind of your first reaction. Jake Gensel to record 7+ shots on goal in any one game, plus 300.
That ain't
damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
If the odds were a little bit higher, I mean, 300.
Fair enough.
7 shots. He's got, so against the Rangers, of those 14 games that I said, he's only done 7 shots twice.
Yeah, price might not be good enough, but intriguing nonetheless. Ray, did you have any plays you wanted to highlight?
One person I'm kind of eyeing is Panarin. Just really no actual like history backs this or anything like that, but we do think that, and I think that Carolina comes out a little bit stronger today. They only allowed 1 penalty in game 1, which is kind of unrealistic for them because I believe in their first couple of playoff games, yeah, they only allowed 1 last game.
I don't think so.
How many did they allow? Let me double check.
The Rangers got 2 power play goals. Oh, so they were just 2 for 2.
Oh, they were 2 for 2?
2 for 2, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I guess those goals came really, really quick.
They did.
Because, really.
Zibby's, I think, were 10 seconds.
Okay, yeah.
10 seconds.
So, I mean, he had 4 shots on goal on 4 attempts. Throughout the playoffs, his attempts have been, between 6 and 8, I believe. I think he comes out firing again today, so I think his over 3.5 is a pretty good plus money play here.
Right.
He's also, throughout the whole season, he's been great at home as well. So, aside from playing on the road. So
Panarin for 3.5 shots on goal.
Yeah.
You guys have picked both players who they had a special for player specials for the series. So, Ray, let me ask you then. Artemi Panarin to record 8 shots on goal in any single game, plus 400.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
No.
I agree.
Hey, with shots, if you think Gensel's going to get 7 shots in a game, why not just play as plus 1,200?
He's hit that 7 times all season.
Like it's not a lot, but like you're getting 7. You're getting 7 plus at plus 1,200, and if you play that every game, if you play that 4 times this series, that'll be the equivalent to plus 300 odds.
Basically, yeah.
And if it happens before that,
before
the 4th game, then
yeah,
it's even better. So
yeah. Personally, I don't know if I would do it. I can talk real quick about some series long ones that I did for this one. So in the Diamond Vault Discord, Walla and I were chatting about block shots. Walla wanted to do Trouba for game 1, but I think the price was minus 160. We had found that for plus 300, you could get Trouba to lead the series in blocks on BetMGM. So I took that for half a unit. So I'll be watching that one. And then I also took Jordan Stahl to lead the series in hits. He had the most hits out of all the skaters between these two teams in round 1. He's also a captain, Stanley Cup winner. He knows what it takes, and he doesn't make his impact on the score sheet. So he wins draws. He's going to have to play defensively, and that's going to involve some hitting from him. And he knows guys wear down over a series. So that's why I took him, although Cully had a huge first game hit-wise. So, yeah, those are some fun ones I'm looking at or that I played. If you're interested in those kind of bets for any series that hasn't started yet, check out BetMGM. They've got some interesting ones like that.
I love that Trouba one. I love that.
Yeah,
I don't have that. Otherwise, I would have joined.
I know it is limited to BetMGM, but they have almost every stat: leader in goals, leader in shots, leader in PIMS, all that fun stuff. So
I have like points in shots points in goals. That's it.
Yeah. Check your books. See what you have. There's some fun ones. A lot of them do make more interesting offerings during the playoffs because volumes or there's less total games. Anything else in this one before we move on?
Yeah, there was one lean that I really like that I haven't played because it says shots on goal under.
Oh, nice.
But Adam Fox, I wanted to go under 1.5. He's only cleared in one game this postseason. Game 4 against Washington. Against Carolina, last game, he had 0 shots on 0 attempts. And look at Carolina right there. They allow 3.5. Yeah. 3.5 shots to D the whole playoffs. Like nothing. Nothing. Yeah. They can get through from the back end. So I like that. But I'm just a wimp and I'm not going to play it.
That's an interesting one. How are they? Yeah, I have them as super low as well.
I think they must have been the lowest in regular season too.
We can check.
But they've just always been.
They usually are. I think you are correct.
Defending defenseman.
This is gonna work. Ray, did you have anything else you want to highlight? I know you're researching as we go. Anything standing out?
No, I'm all right, man.
Okay. And before we actually move on, who do you predict to win the series? I know Rangers are up 1 at this point.
Are we doing this later?
Oh, yeah, we can do it later too.
Or should we just do it now that we're on the game?
Might as well.
Yeah, all right. I'm going Canes.
Yeah, me too.
I like the Canes. I thought it was their year. I thought the Rangers were a bit of a one-line team until the Zibbies now popping off. Now they're a 2-line team.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know. Shesterkin's been way better lately, but he really struggled to start the year. I don't know. I just thought they were frauds, and I really like the way Carolina plays, especially in the playoffs. So, I just always thought it was their year. So, they better not make me look dumb.
I'm with you. So, yes, they were best in class against D shots, or at least among playoff teams in the regular season. So we do have that answer. I'm also picking Carolina, and they are plus 120 to win the series now that they're down 1. So if you're interested, much better line. I think it was like minus 160 heading into the series. So
crazy
if you like
value now.
Yeah, plus 120, some plus money.
And then if they win tonight, they retake home nights. But the only thing is, I heard a stat like Carolina's so bad on the road in the playoffs. I think they're 5-14 over the last few seasons on the road in the playoffs.
Right.
So but they're so good at home.
They didn't have Gensel.
Yeah, well, that's true. The Ranger killer.
All right. We're going to go to the next game. Real quick before we do that, if you are watching, please like, subscribe, comment. Any of that fun stuff really helps us out. And if you have questions, comments, suggestions for plays, things you want us to talk about, put them in the chat. We like to keep this as interactive as possible. So with that being said, Adam's saying first period shots are back. I believe that's a FanDuel exclusive bet where
fair.
you can bet first period. I think you can actually bet every period, or at least you have been able to in the past. So we'll highlight a new feature on Shot Props website if you are looking into this market. And
That would just be so fun to just be sweating out like one guy to get a shot in the first period.
It'd be nice, especially with the game you don't want to watch. You're like, okay, I'll only have to watch the first period, and then we're good.
Mm-hmm. But then I'd know I would just double down on the second period if the guy didn't get a shot.
You can do it like live too. So, and then Adam also saying block shots help pay the mortgage this month. If you like block shots, playoffs the time to do it, guys. Laying it out on the line. Next game, we have the Dallas Stars taking on the Colorado Avalanche. Where is it? Dallas, a -120 money line favorite at home. This is game 1 of the series. Spittin' once again. We will actually, Ray, we'll start with you if you have anything. If not, we'll go to Spittin'.
No,
well, it's your team. Why don't we start with Jordo?
Yeah.
I don't have anything locked in yet. Like I said, there probably will be a parlay or two. DK also has a 50% same game boost. So I have a couple options in the Diamond Vault Discord. Likely going to try to figure out how to work in Nichushkin and Lehkonen. They both looked unreal in Series 1. So there'll be some combination of some of those. I imagine Dallas is focusing hard on stopping McKinnon, Rantanen. So I'll look to some subsidiary pieces. Those two guys looking great.
It's a big word, boy.
We'll go to Spittin'. What are you thinking?
Well, I got 3 plays in here, so I don't want to steal anything from anybody.
Go ahead, man.
I think you're good. Floor is yours.
You don't have anything, Ray?
No, like I said, I'm kind of looking over some things right now.
Doing it on the go?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going with McKinnon. Again, for the reason that I went with Gensel in game 1 of last game. You know, he only hit 2 out of 5 games, I believe.
Yep.
McKinnon did in the first round, but his history against Dallas is crazy. What is this? He's hitting 8 out of his last 9 games, averaging 6.4 shots on. Let me pull it up. Sorry.
You're good.
I'm prepared.
I'm just reading my props.cash article. 6.8 shots on 10.6 shot attempts. Oh God, I'm stumped here. Yeah, just going with McKinnon.
He's a good hockey player.
Yeah, he does the good. He does the hockey good. Yeah, the chart isn't great, but like if you also have to consider like who Dallas played in round 1.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they played who's down the middle. Like they got
Eichel
who shoots a lot, but he had games where he had I think he had 2 games where he had 1 shot. So that's going to bring it down. Carlson, he's anywhere from 1 to 4, sometimes as low as 1. And then Stevenson doesn't shoot a lot, so that's kind of why we brought it down. But if you actually looked at Winnipeg's, if you remember from the first round, Winnipeg allowed the most shots to centers, and that was against Colorado. So that it didn't really scare me off, especially for game 1. We kind of have to see more data before we do any of that. But I'm also going to go with the Stars money line. I just think we saw it happen last night. We saw it happen last night against Ray's team. Like the team who had a week off playing a team who had 2 days off. Like the team that had 2 days off won. And it's because, they're still in that mode. They're playing a lot. Now, like they had that week off. Yeah, sure, they're rested, but it's the playoffs. You kind of have to find your groove and keep it going. And they lost the first game against Vegas on home ice. I don't think they're going to want to do it again, but I think this game, this series is going to go to 7-2. So I just like Dallas tonight. And then my last play, I'm just going Wyatt Johnson to get a point. -140 was pretty incredible for how good that guy's been. He had a point per game over the first round. And he had 3 points in his last game against Colorado. And I'm sorry, Jordo, Georgiev played great in that series. He picked it up, but let's not try and compare Winnipeg's offense to Dallas's offense.
Yep,
I he still allowed 22 goals in the final 5 games of the regular season. Then he allowed 7 goals in his most recent in game 1. Then he started to figure it out. But I don't know. I think Dallas is going to be able to get to him. And I mean, it doesn't matter where you play Wyatt Johnson. Like, you put him with Jamie Benn, Pavelski last game, or you put Pavelski back on the top line, put Stankoven, like that. Those two are the best lines, and he's flirting with both of them. So I just thought that value was crazy. So got him for a point.
Very nice, very nice. 3 picks from Spittin in this one. Now we're going to look at some series winners.
Did you have anything, Ray? Did you find anything?
I might play Val for 4 plus.
Mhm.
I'm guessing the odds are probably going to be plus 110-ish, because over 2.5 is minus 150. But
It'll be more than that.
You think so?
Yeah. Plus 160 I have.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I'll definitely get to the cashier with that one. But pretty good history against Dallas. He's also a former Star as well, so he's finally seeing them in the playoffs. So I think that would be some motivation for sure. He's also cleared that over 2.5 in almost every game against Winnipeg, besides one. So shot attempts look good too. So I think he gets us there. I think he gets the 4 tonight.
He looked great in round 1 too. Like,
yeah,
playing.
He's
very
so
well.
good in the playoffs.
So
did he score in 4 straight or 4 out of 5 games? I think
he scored in all of them.
All of them.
All of them.
That's
He
fun.
scored in all the games. Yeah, 5 straight.
Yeah, what did he finish? Where is he? Lekkinen also 5 goals for him. Yeah, Nichushkin had 7 goals in 5 games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was cruising.
Such
Crazy.
a playoff player.
Yeah. Now for the series, we have, what do I got? Dallas is minus 120 favorite. Avs at even money. Who are you taking, if anybody? We'll start with Ray. Oh, thoughts on Nichushkin? Shots on goal. I think over 2.5. Great parlay piece.
Ray, is that you?
I know. I'm on Twitter.
And Ray and Firefighter Bets, also named Ray. He's looking at Nichushkin for 4 plus, and I believe we said that's plus 160.
Yeah, that's a lovely price.
So yeah, we like Nichushkin tonight. However you want to play him.
I like the Avs, honestly. I think the Stars are folders. So it's gonna be tough. Stars are great defensively. I mean, they put up a hell of a fight against Vegas. But we'll see. I do think Dallas has a way better defensive unit than Colorado, but Colorado's offense has just been explosive. We saw that against Winnipeg, so I think they keep firing. I like that.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, compare Dallas's defense to Winnipeg's. Like, it's not.
For sure. No, I agree with that.
But I'm not. I agree. I think this series is. I think I'm gonna bet like almost every over. They had 35 goals between the two of them in 4 games in the regular season.
Yeah, both goalies can be very shaky this year.
Yeah. So
and like if you're saying Winnipeg's defense is not as good as Dallas defense, and Vegas's offense isn't as good as Avalanche's offense, I don't think. So we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah.
I'll just say Colorado, but as many of you know, big McKinnon fan here, so it's a little bit biased. But yeah, I'll be putting a little bit.
That's not fair. You had 2 of your favorite teams in the playoffs.
Well, one's gone.
One on each side too.
One is gone, and they're going to lose a member of the core 4 now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Marner's gone.
Is that the one you want gone?
I mean, in a perfect world, I'd just like to have more money and they sign everybody forever. But no, I mean, I just realistically, they can't move Tavares. Nobody's going to take the contract. You can't give up a 70 goal scorer. And Willie's just signed long term and is the only consistent playoff guy that they've got of that four.
He's
So
the last one standing.
Mitch is just the odd man out, in my opinion.
I think, and Leafs fans are going to hate this, but like, you wait one more year. I think, because I think Marner's great. Like, yes, he's not great in the playoffs, but he's only ever had like one round in each year. Like, they've only gone to the second round last year, right?
Yep.
For him to really prove that he's a good playoff performer. But he's so good in the regular season, and I think like eventually the nerves will shake off his back and he'll be able to perform in the playoffs. And you just have to wait one more year, and then that Tavares money is off the books.
Yep. He's above a point per game player in the regular season, consistently putting up 90 plus when he plays a full season. Mm-hmm. And I think his numbers, he had 50 points in 57 playoff games. So it's not like he's been completely absent.
That's good.
Yeah, no, I know. It was a rough playoff series this time around for him.
Yeah. And like also, it's just known that he like is not a great playoff performer, but like after hearing those stats, like he's fine. Like,
I looked it up just to see if I could make a case, and you really can't.
He's what, 26, right?
Mid-20s, yeah. I don't know the exact number, but I know the big thing about him is in his post-playoff interview, he was talking about how people say that Leafs players are gods or compared to gods, and he's getting a lot of flack, which is deserved. What else? Oh, I want to give a shout out, Pasternak, and I don't know the defenseman who made that dump in that led to that game winning. Thank you. What a play by them! Like, unbelievable how they were able to communicate that, and like Pasternak did not break stride at all. Went flying in past the blue line. Very unorthodox play.
Impressive to stay on side. Like, it has to be perfect timing.
Yeah, exactly. Almost perfectly timed, right? Mm-hmm. So that was an amazing play.
Yeah, shout out Pasta. No, you're watching.
That was his fourth shot of the game too, right? So there you go. Cashes the bets for everybody too. Okay. Anything else in this one?
I didn't pick who I thought was going to win.
I just assumed Colorado.
Sure. I'll say Colorado if you say who I think later.
The one thing I will say before we go to spitting, Dallas Carolina was my Stanley Cup final prediction. So I want to see Colorado, but I would not be surprised at all if it's Dallas. So spitting your turn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be surprised no matter who wins this series, but I am going to say Dallas. I just think they're the more well-rounded team everywhere. Like, I just will never forget this stat that I found in March, that Makar and Taves were a +1 rating at 5-on-5 the whole season. Like, that's bonkers. They're known as one of the best defensive pairings in the league, and to be a +1, like, and with how much they score, like, you're just allowing a lot too. So I don't know, like, never mind. I was going to say, hopefully they get exposed, but I don't want that for your sake. But I also have doubt. I have Dallas players in my playoff pool, so I'll decide with Dallas, but I don't really have an egg in this basket.
Dallas is a complete team, man. I hear you.
And also, how crazy would this be if Dallas beats 2 back-to-back Stanley Cup champions in the first and second round, and then they play McDavid, probably, let's be honest, and like the winner of the Pacific side, and then they got to play the winner of the Eastern Conference. Like, that's got to be the hardest like playoff run in NHL history if they go to the Cup and win it or whatever, right? So I'm kind of cheering for that too.
Yep. Ray, do you have something to say there?
No, I agree. That's a crazy run.
All right. We've still got about 25 minutes left. If anybody does have questions, please let us know. Ray said he parlayed. Sorry. Ray in the comments said he parlayed Nichushkin and Gensel, both over 2.5. Those are 2 picks that our cappers are both on. So there you go. Like that one. Real quick before we move on to some of the series that aren't happening tonight, we can look at some player specials. Again, these are on DraftKings. Most books are going to have something that you'll be able to bet on. Just name a player, and I'll give you their shots on goals special. Who do you want
Andrew
to hear?
Cogliano.
To record any shots in the series plus 100. No, he's a great playoff guy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Great role player.
Cale Makar.
Cale Makar. Let's see what we got. Cale Makar to record 25 shots in the series plus 500.
What's McKinnon's?
His series one, 35 plus 450.
So that's an average of 5 per game.
Yeah, if it goes 7. Yeah.
I wouldn't take the Makar one. I mean, I would lean
That also has a lot to the defense.
Yeah, I would lean the McKinnon one before the Makar one.
Yeah, I mean he can get 10 shots in a game.
Yeah,
that could be wrapped up by game 4.
Yeah.
Here's one: Wyatt Johnston to record 25 shots in the series plus 200.
That's it.
That's it.
I wouldn't take that.
The odds are trash, bro. The odds are so bad.
Lines get sharper in the playoffs for sure, and you can't take the under on these, so that's also in account.
Yeah, but that would be like my territory, like minus 400.
McKinnon to get 10 shots in any one game plus 500. I think that's too high. I don't think he's gonna get 10.
No.
Yeah, none of these else are anything good. Parise, 14 plus shots in the series. Plus 600.
Is he on the second line?
That's a good question. And he's retiring after the season. He signed with Colorado to make it. Yeah. He signed with Colorado to make a cup run. Yeah, he is on the second line now. That's actually
been decent.
That's an interesting one. I'll have to look into that.
Have all of Lekkonen's points come on the power play? Or are they getting points on the second line there?
They're getting points on the second line. Middlestat had a point, I believe, in I think 4 out of their
4 to 5.
Yeah. So Lekkonen had 8 points. 6 were even strength, 2 on the power play.
Yeah, that second line's been cruising.
Yeah.
Parise for 14 in the series. I might play that.
Yeah.
And I might tie myself in that. I have to look at the stats a little bit deeper. And then I know Ray mentioned Nichushkin facing his old team, Dallas. He got his first, I believe it was his first ever hat trick, but definitely his first playoff hat trick in round 1. If you think he gets another hat trick in round 2, plus 900.
Yo. That's terrible. That's terrible. Oh my gosh.
DraftKings, Ray would like a word with you.
Yeah.
What?
I think it just covers because he could do it at any point, but like still not very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
No, I do think some of the MGM ones, the odds I think were a little bit better, and it's just whoever you think is going to lead the series in a particular stat. So yeah, I thought those were a little bit more fun, but I can't pull those up right now.
Okay. Okay. Nichushkin to just get 2 goals tonight is plus 1,000, so already 100 points better. For him to get a hat trick is plus 6,500.
There you go. So if you think he does it, just bet it every game. Sprinkle every game if you want to.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. Yeah.
But that is a good angle. He did not have a great tenure in Dallas.
But if that's his first career ever hat trick.
No, yeah, round 1. I'm pretty sure was definitely his first playoff. Pretty sure first overall, because there's a game later in the season we had 2, and they were trying to feed him to get number 3, and they couldn't do it.
Can you do one more of the series ones for shots? Miles Wood.
I feel like I actually did see his name here.
And then we can move on because I can't bet on these, so I don't care anymore.
Miles Wood to record 18 shots in the series plus 600.
He had 15 in 5 games against. It's not that good though.
Yeah, the odds are
because he hit his line in every game, and he still was 3 shy.
Yeah.
Granted, they only went to 4 games, but now you're expecting him to still hit his shots every game plus more.
Yeah,
that's a tough one.
All
right, we have 2 other series to chat about. Who wants to talk about their team first?
Ray does.
All right. So the Florida Panthers taking on the Boston Bruins. The Bruins are up 1-0 in the series. What are they? 5 goals in the was it all in the third?
No.
No, they
No.
scored,
They
I
had
think,
3 in the
in the second.
Oh, okay. I'm not even close. I'll pull that up. But yeah, so Ray, how are you feeling about the matchup? What do you think is going to happen? Talk to us.
Yeah, that was a brutal loss at home. We've been pretty good at home all season, so I didn't expect it to go like that. But I mean, we've seen this team just bounce back after tough games. So, what's their what were their regular seasons? Oh, Bruins swept us in the regular season. Damn. I thought we won one, but no, they swept us in the regular season. Man, Bruins are tough. I mean, we saw them play against Toronto. Toronto put up, we've seen Boston kind of struggle against Toronto a little bit. So I thought this game kind of would have been a breeze, but Bruins are tough. They always play Florida tough. So um, I think we're still favored to win the series. I think minus 120. So the odds are still on our side. I think we bounce back. What we play in 2 days?
Tomorrow.
Should be tomorrow.
Yeah, the 8th. So we'll see how we have to win this game at home. We have to.
Agreed.
Because going to Boston and then playing 2, it's gonna be tough. So let's do it.
So Ray, you might be minus 120 in some places, but on
Yeah.
DraftKings, it's minus 110 either side.
Okay.
So they have it as basically a coin flip. I still like Florida. Boston couldn't score against Toronto, and they're not going to put up 5 every night.
That's what I'm saying. So, and yeah, that was a embarrassing game. So
yeah, I would lean Florida to win this one. Would not bet it at minus 110 with them down 1 though.
No.
Spitting, what do you think?
If it was plus like 130ish, then I would.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's yeah, nothing's changed for me. I still think the Panthers are going to win. I bet them minus 1.5 for the series. I think
same.
I just think it was because of what I said earlier. Like, Boston's still feeling themselves. They just played 2 games ago. They're still in their routine. Florida had that long, lengthy time off, so now they're back in the groove. They just got embarrassed. It play like if home teams lose game 1, you hammer them in game 2. And so tomorrow, like, I'm going like 2 units on the money line, a unit on the regulation, and a half unit on the minus 1.5 for the Panthers. I'm going all in.
Right.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
I will say we saw some movement for the Conn Smythe. Jeremy Swayman now second best odds plus 1,200.
Oh, he's been unbelievable.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's been crazy good.
There should be
He had a 950 save percentage in the first round.
There should be no more talk about Allmark, as good as he is.
No, trade him. See ya.
Well, I mean, at least for this series too.
Yeah.
Like,
has Allmark played a game or no?
He played game 2, and they lost.
Gotcha.
So,
but they
love
going back and forth. They love switching it up. I think since February 24th, they alternated every game.
Yeah.
On paper, like they're in the regular season, they're so identical. Like literally, their save percentage, their wins, their everything was like within like a couple points. Like
no, you got to ride the hot hand. Not that there was a great backup to choose from, but like look at Bob last year. Like when these guys are on a streak, let them play.
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, we'll get to it.
Next, yeah. Any other closing? Oh, did you want to do some of those series props real quick?
I don't know if I still have them.
Let me see.
I'm not too worried about it. I'm on a crunch now.
Okay, Spitting.
But don't let me stop you.
No. Spitting. We'll go to the final series. The Vancouver Canucks taking on the Edmonton Oilers. Spitting. What are your thoughts on your Vancouver Canucks?
Oh, I don't want to say this publicly, but we've had better shots. I don't know. We swept the season series, but it doesn't matter. Like, it's the playoffs now. And also, like, the first 3 games, those were like the third game was November 6th. So that was like when Oilers sucked and they got a new coach and they've completely changed the way they play. And then we played them. The final game of the year was April 13th, I believe. And they didn't have McDavid, and we won, but still. And I'm doing an article about that today, and the Oilers had no goaltending to start. Like, Jack Campbell, Stuart Skinner, they had a collective throughout all 4 games, a negative 8.7 goals save above expected.
Right.
So, like, they should have saved like 8 goals, and they didn't. So, like, they just had absolutely no goaltending. But what I always say is you kind of have to lose in the playoffs before you win, right? And this is Vancouver's first run. Edmonton has been here how many times, and they continue to lose. And by all accounts, like, this is probably their easiest route to go to the Western Conference Final. Like, you're getting, and I don't mean that any bad way about the Canucks or anything, but it's our first time. Like, we don't have a lot of playoff experience. We're on our third string goalie. Elias Pettersson is not going off right now. So and you played the LA Kings, so you historically dominate. You've beat them in the first round every year this year. Or, oh my God, I can't even talk. My grandma started FaceTiming me, and I just lost my train of thought.
Who's she picking?
Sorry?
Who's she picking?
Well, probably the Canucks. But I don't know. I got Edmonton in the series, but I don't think we're going to go down without a fight. Like, I don't think it'll be a sweep. I don't think it'll be 5 games, probably 6. But
all right, 6 games.
This is the first time I've been kind of not a huge homer.
Right. It's tough. Edmonton looking good. Ray,
if you would have told me at the beginning of the year that we would go to the second round of the playoffs, I wouldn't believe you. So it's been a successful year. I'm happy with it, but it's probably
go. You guys are gonna collect some hardware at the awards for sure.
Oh, good. Quinn Hughes.
At least Quinn Hughes. Maybe
and
Ricky. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I faded Vancouver, round 1, and it's going to be tough for them. Vancouver kind of struggled to score against the Preds. What they put up over 13 goals. What, in how many games? 6 games. I'm looking at their last 5 games. I mean, they put up over 2 one time. They had 4 in that overtime win. And then I think we all knew the Kings were kind of frauds. We saw that in the regular season. Came to the playoffs and just got mollywopped everywhere. Oilers had no problem scoring. It's going to be tough. But I do lean Oilers. I think it's going to go deep, though. So that's it for me.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep. I think the Oilers are going to take it. Shout out playoff Leon. Man, that guy can.
He's better than McDavid in the playoffs.
He turns it on in the playoffs 100%. So good.
Yeah. Do you guys know the special teams for Edmonton?
No. Should we look?
The first round? Okay, so the Kings had the second best penalty kill in the whole league, and they went 9 for 20 on the power play, 45%.
So good.
Wait, you said they had the best power play?
No, the Kings had the second best penalty kill, only behind the Hurricanes, and they just torched them. 45%. They went 9 for 20.
Bro, the Kings are trash, bro.
And the Canucks, I think, we allowed 22 power play opportunities against Nashville, and our PK was good. I think we were 91%, but like Nashville or Edmonton is not Nashville. Like they're crazy good on the power play. So if we continue to be so undisciplined, like we're screwed.
Could be a fun one. Did you have any series long bets for that one, Spin? Is there anything you looked at?
No. The only I did 3 in the first round. We hit them all. Bang bang. But I only did the Florida -1.5. That was the only one I was super confident in.
Okay. Very nice. Yeah, that brings us towards the end of the show. let's go around the horn and let people know where they can find your work. We'll start with Ray, and then we'll go to Tyson.
Absolutely. As always, at Firefighter Bets on all socials, X, Twitter, Linktree.
Yeah!
It's been a couple weeks. You can find all my links for Diamond Vault and anyone I'm sponsored by. So go check that out.
Spittin'.
You can find all my written work, or you can find all my plays in the Diamond Vault Discord, all my written work at Spittin' Picklets on Twitter for Canucks Army, Flames Nation, Daily Faceoff, Bet365. That's it. And Props.cash. Sorry.
There you go. He's everywhere. You can find me at ShotProps on Twitter /X, in the Diamond Vault Discord, and on ShotProps.com, NHL data. Slowly adding more and more playoff stuff. You can see Spittin's adjusted playoff shots on goal charts here and on his Twitter. We've also got period data. So if you want to sort by which period things are happening in, that is live on shots on goal and goals against. Shot attempts hopefully updated tonight, and more coming soon. That'll wrap things up. Any closing thoughts, gentlemen?
Let's have a great round 2.
Yeah, thanks so much for watching. Good luck tonight. Good luck in round 2. And stay tuned for more Puckin' Around episodes throughout the playoffs.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.